Hey there, good morning, guys. How are you doing on this great Tuesday morning? Hopefully, your morning's off to a good start. I do appreciate you guys settling on in here to Winning Bets, where we get to talk our sports and talk our sports betting as well. We'll, of course, recap yesterday, then we'll talk some baseball today. Dodgers and Padres kicking off the MLB season bright and early tomorrow morning, and then we'll also talk some Champions League also on today's show. Throwing up that recap, of course, we didn't have any plays yesterday, and that may be the theme for a lot of days this week because obviously I primarily only bet soccer, baseball, and NFL only in terms of football. And obviously with soccer going on, we're really, or with soccer and the international break, we just don't really have anything currently to bet on, things that I at least enjoy betting on. So that's the recap for today, but we did obviously make a good amount of arbitrage, and of course, we'll keep adding to that and spending that on some free rolls and see if we can eventually add to our unit bankroll at some point there. We do have a play that's going to go ahead and start, and I'll just go ahead and throw that one up here real quick because it says it starts at 10, but you know how tennis is. It'll really start at 10:10. No tennis ever starts on time. So we've got two money lines and an over here at the WTA and the Miami event. This was, of course, the free bet that we earned last Thursday because that's how we like to spend our arbitrage money. Try and spend it on ways in which you can get two cracks at the apple. We missed on Thursday, got this free bet. It was about to expire, so we'll go ahead and use it today on some tennis. So a couple of money line favorites, and then the over there in another match. So what did you guys do last night, though? Did you guys have any plays last night? Did you cook up any winners last night? Let me know down in the comment section what you guys were betting on, or is it kind of a slow, dead little period for you guys as well? And maybe you're just waiting, obviously, for March Madness to go ahead and kick off on Thursday. I know that brings certainly a lot of excitement to everybody. So Corey and Ryan, hopefully you guys are doing well this morning. We, as you guys know, we have been talking baseball, and of course, we're going to be locked in on the Dodgers run line there tomorrow morning. We've talked about from a pitching angle. We've, of course, talked about how, Glasnow has never had a start against the Padres, so that should certainly favor, Glasnow, where Darvish, he does know the Dodgers, and that'll, be a little bit of advantage probably each way. But I would say a little bit more to the hitters, but at least with Glasnow having never faced the Padres, we know we get a little bit of advantage there. I've shared with you guys a couple times already the pitching stats of both the guys and how Glasnow is having the better spring. So we like to have that. The one thing we haven't touched on yet, is the hitting. We haven't touched on the hitting, which remember last season when we kicked off baseball and we were making bets, we were using spring training data to go ahead and, kind of get us through the first 10 days of MLB. And then we're using season-long data. So let's just kind of look at the spring training. Let's see how these offenses are going to go into early tomorrow morning's matchup. So let's get to that right now. If we look at batting average, oh yeah, we're getting the number one team in Major League Baseball and all of Major League Baseball, of course. This is your Dodgers hitting 287 this spring. So you love to see that. And of course, there's some guys that, won't be on the roster, but that's going to, play into it from a good and a bad perspective. So just look at the raw data, though. We get the number one team for batting average, and that's your Dodgers. If we go ahead and look at on-base percentage, they drop all the way to second, so not too much of a free fall there. So still a very top offense going on this spring. If we look at slugging, there are the Dodgers, the number one. So we're getting basically the best offense in baseball. We're going to go ahead and back them tomorrow morning on the run line. And you can't leave out on base plus slugging. Again, the Dodgers are number one. If you're wondering where the Padres sit in all those categories, because we're only fair, we have to show where the Padres sit. That's where the Padres are at in those same four categories. And if you needed a reminder, there in parentheses is what the Dodgers were. So you're getting the top offense basically going up against an average offense. There's 30 teams in baseball. You can kind of see they're basically, hitting this spring about an average, about middle of the pack. So we're getting what I believe we're getting the pitching advantage. We're certainly getting the hitting advantage. Let's see if those advantages can't go into the Dodgers winning by 2. And if you wonder what the Dodgers did this entire spring, they, of course, certainly lost some games, but every time the Dodgers won a game in spring training, they won by at least 2 runs or greater. So that's, of course, what we need them to do tomorrow is win the game and win the game by 2 runs or more. So I feel pretty good. I feel really good about this bet. Dodgers on the run line is going to go ahead and kick off our 2024 MLB season of betting. Dodgers on the run line tomorrow. Starts at 5 in the morning, so it'll be fun getting the kids ready for school, watching baseball. And hopefully the Dodgers come through for us. It's going to be good. Morning, Taylor. Morning, my man. Hit a parlay in the Kraken game under in his points. Nice. Love to see that. Love to see that. Dabbling in some hockey during these slow period of times. Wild times we got. It's official day of spring tomorrow. And, of course, what's it going to do in Chicago on, I think it's Friday or maybe Thursday. I think it's Friday. It's going to snow. The weather has been absolutely insane. Make sure you come on back for tomorrow's show. We got to go ahead and use this FanDuel no sweat bet. We'll, of course, put $5 on. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to do, some big parlay that has no chance in hell in hitting. Probably a 2-3 team parlay. Pick a couple games Friday, Thursday, and keep it 2-3 leg of parlay. Put $5 on it and see if we can't get it to hit. And of course, if we don't get it to hit, well, then we'll just earn a $5 free bet and we'll take another crack at the apple another day. We do get some real bets. So I told you guys we were going to get in some Champions League bets, though, on today's show. So let's go ahead and do that. There's, of course, 4 games because we're in the quarterfinals now in Champions League. It starts April 9th and April 10th. 2 of those 4 games, you can see I really like goals in 2 of those 4 matchups. PSG is going to be at home in this game against Barcelona. We know Barcelona games. They like to score, and they love to concede as well. So we'll take both teams to score in over 2.5 in that one. And then Real Madrid are taking on Man City. The first leg's at the Bernabeu. I really like this bet at the Bernabeu. We'll see what happens in the first leg. We'll kind of see, because if you remember, these 2 teams have played in the 2 previous seasons in Champions League. This is now their 3rd straight season playing in the knockout phase. And I want to say the return leg last year was at Man City, and they won 4-0, if I'm recalling correctly. So we'll see what we do when this comes back to the Etihad. But without the Bernabeu, I love them scoring a goal. I love City getting a goal. And hopefully one of them can come through and get a second goal and give us a good cash. So that's how I'll roll. We'll, of course, bet Atletico versus Dortmund. And then the other match is, the hell's the other match? Whatever the hell the other match. Oh, yeah, Arsenal's taking on Bayern. Yeah, I want to back Arsenal. Arsenal on the money lines, even money. I just want to just wait a little bit and see how Arsenal arrives at that moment. Just coming out of the international break. I want to see how they arrive. They've obviously got the big match with Manchester City immediately following the international break. Want to just kind of see how they navigate a little bit after the break. But those are 2 bets I've gone ahead and locked in on. And obviously you can see they're at Bet Rivers and ESPN Bet, respectively. So that's how I'm rolling today. Good morning, Brian. Hope you're doing well, man. That's all the action for me. I'll throw up this tennis play so you can go ahead and get your screenshot. Let's see if anything has started. I doubt it started. Well, Flash Score is showing me that all of them got those tennis balls. So if you want to go ahead and lock it in, it's starting within the next few minutes. I, of course, shared this on Twitter a little over an hour ago, so you guys have had access to it. But you still got time to lock it in. It says 10:10, so you got 3-4 minutes if you want to go ahead and ride. Your free bet on MGM is going to expire, so obviously don't let those things expire. Go ahead and get them in. See if I've got anything else. That's it. Tomorrow's recap will look, well, hopefully, it will definitely look much like today's recap, but hopefully we get a really good bump in arbitrage and we can add this $15.55 into the arbitrage bank. That'd be really good sitting there. Let me take 1 second and go to Swish Analytics. If you guys remember Swish Analytics from last year, that was one of the websites we used on the payoff pitch. When we do 5th inning, we call it Keep Swinging. I try and give you guys some player props. Swish Analytics gives you all the batting average against today's projected starter. Yesterday, they were telling me that the starters for tomorrow's game were Bobby Miller and some dude for the Padres I had never heard of. Let's see if they've got that updated, because I do want to use some of that arbitrage money and make a same game parlay, for the opening game. So let me go to Swish Analytics. Let me drop this website again if you're new to us. Obviously, we like that, and maybe you don't have this. Yeah, they're still showing Bobby Miller's pitching tomorrow, which that ain't happening. And they got Matt Waldron pitching for the Padres. So website's not accurate, but maybe they're just waiting for the season to kick off. But it's absolutely fantastic website in terms of how the hitters perform against today's projected starters. You'd love to see it. Looked at the underside for tonight's college game. Oh, yeah, there are some games going on. That's right. There are. The play-in games. 128, 120. Whoa. Yeah. I don't know. I've been following college basketball. I don't know if I can. I don't even know what the history of it is or really kind of any of that stuff. So, I don't know, man. Good luck. Good luck betting those games. Is this tonight where they got the UVA in action against Colorado? Virginia versus Colorado State, and Howard's taking on Wagner. That sounds like one of those teams would be a 16 seed, Howard versus Wagner. Man. All right, boys. Man, I was wondering why Swish Analytics being like that. Love this website. Absolutely love this website. I actually talked to the Squirrel yesterday, and Told him I desperately needed somebody for the payoff pitch and asked him if he wanted to come back. He, of course, has no desire to not only not come back to this, but, just stay off social media. That's, just what he's doing is he's not on social media on any platform. So, yeah, he has no desire, which is unfortunate. I think I've said it. I'll still do payoff pitch. It'll look a little different. Obviously, only be one voice. I know that's not, as fun or ideal, but, yeah, just kind of is what it is at this point. DraftKings has Musgrove and Yamamoto. Yeah, that's for the second game. The first game is Darvish versus Glasnow. Let me go and check. I mean, they didn't flip that, did they? Yeah. So the 21st is Musgrove and Yamamoto. Let's see if they've got Yamamoto's strikeout prop yet. Yeah, see, they still don't have that. And still alarming is there's no outs prop for Glasnow or Darvish. Really like that prop, obviously, from last year. But, yeah, Game 2 is Musgrove versus Yamamoto. He went in his last spring training start. I saw yesterday when I was looking it up, 4.2 innings pitched, and he got 7 strikeouts. I mean, the guy's going to be getting a lot of strikeouts. Just all his delivery, his everything. And you see it with these Japanese pitchers. They're just different enough where they can be successful, like definitely earlier on, in their career. So, yeah, nothing on Musgrove or Yamamoto yet, but we'll be keeping an eye on it. I'm curious what his strikeout line is. If it's 5.5, I'm all over it. I'm absolutely going to be all over 5.5. 6.5, yeah. Maybe like to see how many of the Padres strike out against Glasnow. Although a little bit different pitcher is Glasnow, big, tall guy, power pitcher, so not really the same profile as Yamamoto, but would just like to know how many times the Padres are going to strike out. Like, that'd be good to know. Taylor, you're on the first half under in the UVA game. Let's go. I got a buddy, you guys see him in the chat from time to time, Steven, UVA grad. I think the unders in UVA games, at least from listening to him over the years, like, that's just the play. I mean, Tony Bennett is rock solid on defense. That offense is nothing special. Apparently, they wait until the last second of the shot clock to get a shot off. Like, not being on an under in the UVA game, sign me up, Taylor. I like that. I like it a lot every time. That's classic. I love that. I love it. Could you hit 2 free throws in the clutch with 20,000 people heckling and bearing down on you? It's got to be tough. Yeah, I'm rooting for Virginia. I'm rooting for Virginia. Oh, there he is. Steven is here. Under is the play. Under is the play. Oh, and first half unders were generally banging all last year. There you go. There you go. Well, good luck, guys. I know, like I said, I know you guys will certainly be personally betting it. Oh, we got all 3 tennis ladies are starting off. Oh, one of the ladies I picked, this D. Sevilla, got a break. Let's see if she can consolidate the break, but first game, she picked up a break. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, that little thing's off to a decent little start there. Virginia basketball is like Iowa football. Unders are gold. Man, that still brings up pain. Big Ten championship, can't get a point, lose the first half and the second half team total. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal stuff. Can't even get a point in that game. So, all right, boys, there it is. That's how we're going to go ahead and roll today. Really a play that's just an arbitrage play, obviously, just using a bonus bet. Dodgers on the run line. Excited. So looking forward to, and obviously that result will be, done and dusted by the time we get together tomorrow. So looking forward to, getting the kids ready for school and watching that game, just having it on. Baseball's great. You can have it on, come in and out, and feel like you're watching the whole thing. It's not like basketball. If you miss 3 minutes, you could really miss something. Baseball, come in and out. I love it. I absolutely love it. Anything else, fellas? Anything else for today? What will we do on tomorrow's show? Well, we'll know what happened in that baseball game opening day, so that'll kind of give us some information to use towards Game 2 and how we bet it. I'm sure there'll be more lines available for Game 2 by the time we're hanging out tomorrow. I won't have any more Champions League bets. Those are the only 2 I really feel good, this far out from when those matches start. So no more Champions League bets. We'll have that FanDuel no sweat bet. We'll go ahead and decide what the hell that's going to be sometime today and go ahead and give that out tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Classic. She's on her way to not be able to consolidate the break. Man, women's tennis, I tell you what, it is always quite a ride, man. I mean, even if the lady you got is down, like, it's not even a sweat at that point because women's tennis is wild. Absolutely wild. So, all right, I'll sweat that one at the gym. You guys go have a great Tuesday. Come on back for tomorrow. Hopefully we're able to ring that cash register. Dodgers on the run line to go ahead and kick off our MLB season. Have a great day, fellas. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. See you then.